Welcome to the 7-Minute Sting, a series about the Australian Stingrays and the women who'll make it great. I'm Mike Neild, and I'm glad you're here. Today, I'm very lucky to be joined by a woman called Anna Lai. And Anna's a woman who's tried every league in Sydney and decided that they're all the best. Anna, welcome.
Hi.
It's great to have you here. I can't believe you're not at league right now, but we've luckily found a bit of time for you. Now, my first question is, Anna, in the last 13 years, there have been 130 women who have been Stingrays across all the teams. So this used to be Michelle Phillips's team, and this used to be Dom Simpson's team, and this was Hannah Monty's team, but now it's your team. And does it feel like it's your team, Anna?
No, absolutely not. It sometimes to me strikes to me like that it's still that, I don't know, it hasn't really processed in my mind fully that it is my team. So yeah.
Okay. So we're
something
working
I need
on
to get used to. Yeah.
Do you think it will be your team at some point?
I don't know, like the names that you mentioned are very big names. I definitely have seen them play a few times and it's spectacular. But I don't think it will be called like my team.
We'll see about that. Now, in terms of the Stingrays journey from 2023, your team, we've just finished our first training camp together a week and a half ago. It's pretty cool. And this was your first Australian training camp. Tell me, what was it like? Any surprises? What's the story?
Oh my God. I think right before flying to Melbourne, I was super nervous.
Yeah.
I think everyone was, and especially when we have our calls from online and actually meeting everyone in person again, and having to spend 2 entire days with them, it's a bit crazy, and a lot of social battery has to be used and all that stuff. But I really did enjoy spending the rest of my time with the girls and getting to know them. So yeah.
Could you then just tell me, can you tell me the difference between Friday night to Sunday night then? You're getting on the plane, you're nervous, you don't know anyone. Sunday night, how'd you feel then?
Friday night, it was, because I was staying at one of the other girls' place. I was kind of just a bit of anxiety kind of settling in. So I couldn't really sleep well during the night.
Yeah.
And I was just wondering oh no, it was also pretty blazing hot. So I was just worried, oh no, what is it going to be like tomorrow? What's going to happen?
Yeah.
But we were spoke about our values beforehand going before the training camp, so that definitely helps quite a lot into seeing the grit and the pressure that we put under, and really just pushing ourselves all of us through that weekend.
Yeah. And then you're going home on Sunday and you felt different? You felt the same?
I felt slightly different, but a bit more comfortable going with the other girls. I'm a bit more of on the quieter side. So yeah, definitely got to speak with the girls and feel a bit more I guess settled in.
It'd be fascinating to know if in front of our next training camp, whether you're back there in that same spot or whether it's matured and grown a little bit over time. I guess we'll see. All right, so now just a more big picture. If you weren't very good at Frisbee, which in my opinion you are, do you think you'd be good at something else, or is this it for you? This is your talent?
No, I actually have a backup plan if I wasn't gonna I guess make it to the under-24s. So I was gonna go into either lacrosse or hockey, because that was something that I have been eyeing out and willing to try.
Really?
So, yeah.
So this was the moment. Frisbee either kept you or lost you.
Yeah, really.
Lacrosse.
Yeah.
And what now? You're going to stick with it, or
I think towards maybe probably the end of the year, I might try something new. So I might kind of veer away from Frisbee.
Yeah, fun. Yeah, I think that a bit of diversity might be really good.
Yeah.
Obviously, also you'll find out that this is the best and you come tearing back. Maybe. So something I want to ask you about, and you touched on it a little bit there before, was that you have played in a lot of leagues. I've heard you used to play 5 or 6 nights a week from you. And so I wonder if you're now an expert at this kind of meeting people, creating connections, learning how to do it. What was it like trying to do that with the Stingrays?
Oh, I think for me, I was a bit like still very nervous as to like trying to learn how everyone else plays, like what kind of throws they like, what kind of cuts they do. So it was a bit of like kind of just telling myself like to calm down a bit with how I play. I feel
Yeah.
like I play at like quite a fast pace sometimes.
Yeah.
And like especially with a new team, like I kind of push myself back a bit just to see how everyone else plays. So I think that's something that I should kind of get over and just put myself out there, you know. But yeah.
So are you watching and observing what people are doing and then trying to work out how you can connect into that? Is that your scheme there?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, which definitely like during the weekend, I had a bit of help from the other coaches, like or even from Betty, just to see like how the other girls play, what she noticed, and how I should like play, kind of suited to more their style.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I certainly think that the faster we build those connections and perhaps someone like you who's doing the work on that, like really thinking about it, the stronger we'll
Yeah.
be come the world tournament. I
Yeah.
also think that it'll be wildly different across the journey. In 5 or 6 months' time, you'll feel completely
Yeah, for
different.
sure.
We've only got 30 seconds left. So, really quickly, last thing, what's next, Anna? We're going to Worlds in 5 months. Can you tell me about it in 30 seconds?
Oh, I don't. I mean, I don't really have much plans afterwards. More like just a whole bunch of traveling. Rather that, like a good break and kind of just like a well-deserved break, really. For going through all these trainings and like really pushing myself towards like I guess the limit, see how far I can go. So yeah.
Yes, your life is cancelled for 5 months. Then after that, you can have it back. But right now, your country needs you, Anna. We need you. Thank you very much for joining us here on the 7 Minute Sting, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
Thank you so much for having me
Good on you,
today.
mate.